is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we see a squad from the ACC, a crew looking to make a statement, and taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Colligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dingle. Dances away to buy time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this with him.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out just
wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
He was open.
I don't know why,
He
but it's
was
a thing.
wide
The
open.
ACC wheel of destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up. And you always got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in the second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block?
I mean,
there's a real cat and mouse
excuse
game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. He stopped short of the first down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Tries to get it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
You know who that is.
New center downs
Lonnie
right on the doorstep
Lemon
for this
Pepper.
offense. From the gun. Looking for the goal line.
Yeah.
He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5.
And they're in for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Running to Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Dingle. Got it in the middle of Stowe. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him.
This game was so dumb.
And the Cavaliers send out the punt
Got a
unit.
punt, of course.
This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Going to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Excuse me? Okay. All right.
To the air, it's Dingle. Looking deep. And he's got it
This
inside the
motherfucker.
15-yard line. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. Let's get that touch.
Wait, why is this guy way over here? What is he doing?
They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the
They're in
5.
goal line right now.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He'll be
Holy
stopped
shit.
just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So dumb.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. He's in for a touchdown.
My guy is
The
fast.
end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Powers through the defender. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Got room to work.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
These motherfuckers don't put in.
Up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hand, it's Phillips. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put in play from the 47 on first and 10.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Dingle. Complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough
This
for the
offense
first
is
down
so
before
good.
he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design sign there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds him out of the backfield. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Looking left. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Got a man. It's Wilson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Got it. Touchdown.
Let's go.
No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Working that left side now. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Dingle. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville.
The Cavaliers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pulls it in on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be third and long. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. After that, huge.
He's just better than everybody else, KP. I gotta vote.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here's the pressure. Nobody open. He just throws.
You see how big that sword was? Look how big this sword is. Look at this shit. You gotta love glitches.
By the defense there in coverage, they took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Into the end zone for a touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And that defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Turning it on. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Smith dropping to pass. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Handoff to the single running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Wallace. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're...
Lets it fly.
AP, remember what I told you about getting wide receivers, linebackers, creating mismatch,
This guy already has a
abusing
touchdown. He almost
mismatches?
had a second right there. You saw how good
That's
he
what I'm
is
talking about.
after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Right on the money. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And thanks for watching.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the tailback. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Here we go. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Angulo. Catch in the middle, it's Little. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got his man.
It's
Works
unfortunate.
his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin, and that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Going over the top. Makes the grab inside the 30. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Get your eyes checked.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. here going to mark this one at the 15.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Smith wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air. It's Angulo. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Abdullah. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's it, 5. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.